Hi guys, in this lesson we will cover lesson 10.3 in your math textbook on page 389 on parallel lines and perpendicular lines. Our essential question is, how can you identify and draw parallel lines and perpendicular lines? In our Unlock the Problem, we can read about examples of lines that we can find. You can find models of lines in the world around you. For example, two streets that cross each other model intersecting lines. Metal rails on a train track that never cross model parallel lines. This is an example of, this is a photograph of a maglev train, and they use magnets to lift them above the tracks while moving. You can watch videos of those on YouTube just by searching maglev trains. And there's one in Japan that is really, really long. It may be the longest in the world, but I'm not sure. Okay, so let's look at our terms and definitions here. It is set up just like our previous lessons where we have our terms and definitions here, how we draw it, how we read it, and then how we write it. And so intersecting lines are lines in a plane that cross at exactly one point. Intersecting lines form four angles. So you can see that you have angle HXJ, angle HXK, angle KXI, angle IXJ, and so on. And so line HI, right here, intersects line JK here at point X. And so if we were going to write it down, we would write it like this. Line HI and line JK intersect at point X. Parallel lines are lines in a plane that are always the same distance apart, and parallel lines never intersect. This is line DE and line FG, and these lines are parallel to each other. And in the read it section it says line DE is parallel to line FG. And this is how we would write it. Line DE, and that's DE with a line with arrows on either end. This symbol here means parallel to, and then we have line FG here. So line DE is parallel to line FG. And remember, this is the symbol for is parallel to. Perpendicular lines are lines in a plane that intersect to form four right angles. So this would be a straight vertical line and a straight horizontal line, and they're going to form a right angle at this intersection. They're going to form four right angles. Line LM, and this is how we read it, is perpendicular. Line LM is perpendicular to line NO. And this is how we would write it. Line M is perpendicular to, that's the symbol, to line NO. And that symbol right there means is perpendicular to. So let's move down to the try this. We see a city map. Tell how the streets appear to be related. Write perpendicular, parallel, or intersecting. West 36th Street. Okay, let's find that on our map. It is right here. West 36th Street and Broadway. So we've got West 36th Street going this way and Broadway going this way. So what are those? Are they perpendicular, parallel, or intersecting? And if you said intersecting, you are correct. West 35th Street, which is one street below this, below 36th, and 7th Avenue. And it even shows you here, the arrows show that that would be, they could be intersecting, and they are perpendicular. West 37th Street is up here, and West 36th Street is right here. So they are going this way. They're both in the same direction, but they do not cross. And so these are parallel. Again, if you've ever been to a gym, like gymnastics, you may have, if you take gymnastics, you may have worked on some parallel bars, and they are two bars that are the same distance apart, but they never intersect.